What's up, Wildcats? I'm Hudson.
And I'm Cooper. Welcome to this week's Wildcat News.
Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna be like, what's up, Wildcats?
I love
For today's lunch, we have an individual pizza, a hot turkey, and cheese croissant, chef salad, and fresh orange wedges. Enjoy the lunch.
Hello Wildcats. The weather for today is a high of 76 degrees and a low of 62 degrees with partly cloudy skies. It's going to be a bit cold during the weekend, so make sure to wear your hoodies. Have a nice day.
Moving along to sports, this past weekend the NFL divisional rounds concluded. On Saturday, there were two games, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers, where the 49ers won with a score of 13-10. The other game was the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Tennessee Titans. The Bengals won 19-16.
The other game on Sunday was the LA Rams versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The LA Rams won with a score of 30-27. On Sunday night, the Kansas City Chiefs won against the Buffalo Bills 42-36 with a game-winning touchdown in overtime that sealed the game for the Chiefs. This was arguably the best game of the weekend. And here's a clip of the game-winning touchdown caught by Travis Kelce.
Looking to the end zone for the win. He caught it. Ball game. Chiefs to the championship game.
Kelce.
The NFL playoffs continue this Sunday with two conference championship games. The Cincinnati Bengals play the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers play the LA Rams. We hope to see some great games.
Moving along, it was a great week for our Miami sports as the Heat won against the Lakers to become first in the Eastern Conference. Additionally, the Panthers beat the Winnipeg Jets to become first in the Atlantic Division. We wish them the best of luck for the end of the week.
Two of our administrators have been honored at the regional level for Principal and Officer of the Year. Here are Catherine and Emma with more information.
Our very own principal, Mrs. Aguirre, has been selected as a finalist for Region Principal of the Year. To get a little more information on this event, we conducted an interview with her. Let's congratulate her for making it this far.
How does that make you feel, and what do you think made you a top finalist?
So first of all, I'm very proud to have been selected. We have excellent administrators in our region. It was something that I did not expect, but I'm very proud to be representing South Miami Middle. One of the reasons maybe I was selected, I'm very honest and candid with my answers. My goal as a principal is to always try to make middle school and education a more engaging environment for all students. My first priority is always the students. And that's something that I respond when I was asked specific questions. I was always very honest with the students being my priority.
Become one of the finalists.
So we had to first be selected within our high school's feeder pattern. So principals are selected based on the high school feeder pattern, which includes the elementary schools and the middle schools that feed to each high school in our region. And other administrators, other principals nominate colleagues to represent that feeder pattern. So in this case, my colleagues nominated me to represent the South Miami Senior feeder pattern. From there on, I was given questions to answer, specific questions to answer, and then afterwards that was turned in, and then the committee meets, and then they select who they feel is the strongest
Hey Wildcats,
candidate.
my name's Catherine and I'm here to let you know that our very own Miss G won Central Region Office Employee of the Year. We want to recognize her work and efforts, and if you see her in the hallways, make sure you congratulate her. Congratulations.
Well, obviously it was an honor. It was very unexpected. I think with everything going on, we're still going through the pandemic, so it was really surprising. I mean, obviously we're all doing a lot we have a lot going on. We're doing a lot above and beyond what our normal job is. So it's truly an honor. It was actually a little nerve-wracking because you have to initially do one packet, and then once you win at one level, then you have to do like a panel interview. Luckily, mine was via Zoom, but I had to have other people come in and speak on my behalf. And then you kind of just don't know what they're going to ask you, so you just have to be ready for like any kind of question.
A lot of people nowadays know what an introvert is and what an extrovert is. And not many people know what an ambivert is. Before we can take a look at what an ambivert is, let's look at what an introvert is and what an extrovert is. An introvert is a person whose personality is characterized by introversion, or a typically reserved or quiet person who tends to be introspective and enjoys spending time alone.
I didn't know how to socialize, and I was very lonely.
As you can imagine, extroverts are the opposite of introverts. They're often very outgoing and they can talk a lot.
I would define myself as an extrovert. First, I may come out as shy and self-conscious, but once I get to know someone, well, talking is my hobby, my passion, and my life.
I would define myself as an extrovert because I like to socialize and talk to random people. Now that we know what an introvert is and what an extrovert is, let's look at what an ambivert is. An ambivert is someone who's kind of in the middle. So they have definitions of an introvert and qualities of an extrovert.
I'd say I'm an ambivert mainly because if you don't get to know me, I'm really quiet, and if you do, I'm really annoying.
So now that you know what an introvert is, what an extrovert is, and what an ambivert is, what would you define yourself as?
That's all for this week's newscast. Once again, I'm Hudson.
And I'm Cooper. See you next week.